Hola, mi Bisshhs. 'Tis I, Clois, aka Manny Bish, over on Instagram. Today we are doing some breast cancer awareness collab with Madam Glam. So they sent me over this green, which I freaking love. I picked this out. It's called Enchanted Green, and it is mesmerizing. And I was gonna try and put them together somehow, but I decided against it in this Manny. However, stay tuned for the next Manny because I did a Wicked Manny, and with the pink and the green together came out so good. But anyways, so for this video I am using Love's Abyss, and this is a magnetic cat eye gel polish situation. Now this is more of a thicker gel in terms of cat eye polishes. The magnet reflective part in it is more chunky, so it's a little bit thicker. She thick, but she is so pretty. This first coat you can see kind of goes on like jelly like. By the second coat you're getting more opacity, which you will see, and then that's when I'm going to use the magnet on it. I'm not going to use the magnet on this first layer. I'm just trying to get a base down. Then for the second layer I'm going to use the magnet and really get that glitter too. Okay, so let me get this information for y'all for this Madam Glam situation. 1 second. Okay, so the information is as follows, y'all. So the thing they sent me, it says glam up, give back, think pink. This October, for the 6th year in a row, Madam Glam is proud to support Breast Cancer Awareness Month in partnership with survivingbreastcancer.org. This year's campaign brings you exclusive pink bundles featuring our community's most beloved pink gel polishes, along with essential nail tools and accessories. For every bundle sold, we'll be donating $5 to survivingbreastcancer.org to help fund vital programs, awareness initiatives, and research. And that is it. So they will be then there's information on the website. So survivingbreastcancer.org is a nonprofit organization committed to supporting those who have been touched by breast cancer. So whether you are caring for someone who has been diagnosed, know someone who has breast cancer, have been diagnosed yourself, or carry one of the gene mutations, do not hesitate to contact them. Their work could not be accomplished without your support. There are so many ways to contribute and have an impact where it matters most. Join the SBC community and know that you are making a difference. So that is what it is. For every bundle of pink polishes on their website sold, they'll be donating $5 to this organization. And I as well, I believe it should be work on these. I'm not 100% sure, but I will try it later when I'm done with this voiceover, and I'll leave it in the comments or in the description box if it worked or not for the pink bundles. But I do have a discount code with Madam Glam for 35% off as well. So I'm not sure if it will work with the pink bundles or not, since they're already donating $5. But if it does work, then you could be saving 35% plus giving somebody $5 or giving the organization $5 to help with research and such. So there is that. Now let's get into this. So here I'm on my second layer going through this. You're seeing this. This is what it is. You can't really tell with them side by side right now, but the further along down the row I go, you will be able to notice a difference in the terms of me using the magnet for the polish. So I'm also, you see this, yes, I'm doing press-ons. I know I haven't done a set of press-ons in a really long time. I am making my own press-ons for this set and for the Wicked set that will be next. However, continuing on, I am you'll see me put the polish on like both ways, because sometimes if I try and act like it's a fingernail and just go from top to bottom and I don't apply the polish the other way, sometimes for myself I notice that there might be like a little clear bubble or hole missing gel up at the cuticle area, and I don't like that. So I do go reverse in the other direction just to make sure that I got it all. And I'm not doing anything fancy in terms of the design for the cat eye. All I'm doing is waving that magnet up and down on both sides to get those sparkles to come forth and present themselves. And I freaking love the way that it looks. I personally was mesmerized with my nails, and every time I would step outside, I was literally staring at my nails. I'm pretty sure my neighbors thought I was crazy because I was taking pictures and video of my nails for this situation, and because they just looked so good outside. And I was like, oh my gosh, these are so good. And I caught one of the neighbors staring at me, and I was like, my bad. Sorry. I know I look like a crazy person just recording my nails as I walk down the road, but whatever. The things you do for nails. So, anywho, that's that. And so that's my base. Love's Abyss is my base. And this color here is You're the Pink, which is also by Madam Glam. And for this, I am going to be creating a breast cancer awareness ribbon. However, I'm trying to make it, I wanted to do almond shaped because I had this design in mind where I wanted the ribbon to go in the direction of like a French tip kind of situation. Like, that's just what I had envisioned, and that's what I wanted. And so that's what I did. And I thought it came out quite nicely. So I really had no rhyme or reason, you guys, on how I did this because some of it was even, some of it wasn't. I just tried to follow along a path of making it look semi naturally curved and like not crazy long. One side was too long, one side was too curved. This first one came out so good. I was actually really impressed for the first one. It was the second one that I had issues with, and so that's the one that I did not show y'all because it took me like 10 minutes to do the second one because I was having so many issues having to erase and start over, erase and start over. So, yeah. This first one came out splendid. So, I just started with that first line going down and then towards the free edge, curling it in on that French tip area like I wanted, just as the almond did, and coming back up, and it was fine. And I only had to do that much little cleanup. And the second one was the issue. It was the problem child. It was. So, but before I go on to the second one, which you're still not going to see, I'm going to take some of this 3D embossing art gel art gel from Madam Glam, and I am going to use this to make my ghost. I wanted to do this because I did want it a little bit textured. I am going to go over top of it with top coat, so it is going to smooth it all out, but I still wanted it to have some texture coming through to be visible, and so that's why I'm using this, because I don't know, there was just something in my mind that was like, don't have a smooth ghost, add some spice, add some texture. So that's what I did. And so I got that going. I'm just trying to get it to measure out evenly and like cover the nail space evenly. And then I'm going to cure that, and I'm going to do this is important. Watch this. Watch where I picked up that nail from, and then watch where I put it back at. Not in the right spot. And that's going to come in later. Actually, it won't come in this video because I'm not going to show you how I'm going to apply these. That was a different video. Just know that it messed me up, and I had to take off my nail and put it on the correct finger because it was in the wrong spot, and I was so mad at myself. So, anyways, for the thumb, I'm spelling out. Okay, so my sister came up with this idea. It was a really cute idea because I told her, I got to do a breast cancer awareness mani, but I want to keep it like in theme with October and Halloween as well. Like, what are your ideas? And I was like, I'd really like maybe some ghosts in there. And she's like, oh, if you do ghosts, you should say something about boobies. And I was like, you're a genius. Okay. So on the thumb, I am putting boobies on the thumb. And yeah, it's going to look just like boobies. Whatever. I don't even know if I can say that on the internet. Can I say that? Well, it's too late now. I've already said it like 5 times. So the intent behind it, though, even though it is spelt the same, is that it is to be said as BOO-bies. Get it? I know. It's clever. So, I am just using my dotting tool, and this was honestly so easy. Like this, to spell out this, I thought it was going to be so hard. I was stressing out about it. But to grab my dotting tool and do it like this was so easy to write it out. So I was so happy with it. And then here, you're going to see that I'm like, oh, I feel like it needs something. I tried to make a little face out of the O's. I didn't like that. It wasn't the vibe. So I trashed that idea, threw it out the window. And then I decided, what can I like add to this? So I'm going to put on here that you need to check yo boo-bies. Okay? Check them. Check yo boobies. So that's what we're gonna have on this one. Literally check yo. I know. It was I put check and then I was like, well, your really isn't gonna fit in this. It's gonna be too big. So I was like, we're just gonna do yo. Yo, 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 what up? So that's literally what I did. Now the check was a little bit harder because my E kept looking like a C doing it with the dotting tool. So I'm gonna skip the E for a moment and go back to that in just a second after I get the rest of this the way I want it. I'm literally just gonna erase it right now, that E, because it did not come out correctly. See, it keeps looking like a C. So instead of even trying to start with my dotting tool, I'm just gonna start straight with my short liner brush here, and I'm gonna actually write out the E, and this was easier with this particular letter. Everything else 100% approved by the dotting tool. I approve the dotting tool. It was the E that was looking to C, E that I didn't like. And then I just went ahead and finished out here for the Y so I can make it small enough. However, you're going to see that for the O, I pick up the dotting tool again and just round it out because it was just easier that way. And then I'm going to take that embossing gel again and I'm going to highlight. Not necessary, but I don't know. I just felt like it needed some pop. So I'm going to highlight the letters of BOO-bies. And that's going to be it on this finger. I will be done on the thumb. And then we're going to go on to my other little ghost here on my index finger. Pretty much the same. He is going to be a little bit bigger just because there's more nail area on the index finger than there is the pinky. So, you make do with the room that you have. And that's what I'm doing. And I'm not, as you can see, I'm like feathering it down. I'm not like making a harsh line on the bottom because ghosts are flowy and everything. I will say though, I am outlining these ghosts with a black. So it's going to be difficult here in a few when you see that. For the mouth and eyes, that's it. I just took the smallest side of my dotting tool and just boop, boop, boop. Eyes and mouth. Done. Bazinga. And for these little guys again, I'm going to go back and I am going to outline these in black for my ribbons. And I'm going to outline these black and I am going to add like just little white highlights, literally just two. I don't know what the deal with the white highlights was for me in this video. I don't know, but it just seemed like the thing to do. So I'm going to outline this completely inside, outside, all the way around, even around the tip of the French, because you can still see that sometimes, like the tippity tip of your nail is still visible. And sometimes if the art isn't followed through to the tippity tip of your tips, sometimes it just doesn't mesh well. It's not the right vibe. So going in on the inside, and I'm using my long liner brush for this. It's just the easiest one to do all of this like outlining with in terms of getting smaller lines and everything, not too crazy and whatever. Now, the part that I wasn't sure about was if I wanted that black to go over the middle or not, or if I liked it better like this. So I'm going to flash cure this just the way it is before I go in on that middle piece, just in case I don't like it. However, I did like it. So for the next nail, I won't have to worry about flash curing in between. I just wasn't sure if I'd like it or not, so I wanted to flash cure what I already had just in case I decided I didn't like it so I could scrap it. But I did like it. I cured it. I liked the black going over the front of it as like that outline. And so for this ghost guy, because I didn't like create harsh edges at the bottom, it was a little hard to outline him, but I just followed through the best that I could on what I had and what I did. And it wasn't too complicated. I just this is the pinky. There were just a few spots that were like so thin, and I was like, oh, what do I do? But I got it more or less figured out. And so that is that. And so now here's where I'm going to add those white highlights just on the bottom and the very tippity tip top of the ribbon. And I am going to apply these. Actually, just kidding. I'm going to do top coat. I'm going to top coat these with the non-white top coat, also from Madam Glam. And then that's going to be it. When I say I flash cured, all of the flash curing was like 15 seconds. And the regular gel and everything I cured for a full 60 seconds in between layers. So just so y'all know all that. And that is going to be it for this little segment of things. Yeah, guys. So I'll get in the comments or like I said, the description box, and I'll try out and see if I can use the code with the pink bundles or not, and I'll for sure put that in the description box. But please, please, please go check out their pink bundles, see if there's any that you would like, and get that $5 going for the breast cancer support. Breast cancer, was that it? I don't even know, I'm so bad at this. What was it? Yes, breast cancer awareness, donating through surviving breast cancer. There you go. Go give $5 to surviving breast cancer. So this is my Manny. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, subscribe. Look at that pink. It's so neon. I bet you would look so good under a black light, honestly. Oh my god. It's so good. So yeah, I will catch y'all in the next one. Please like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell. It's free for you and it helps me out a ton. I will catch y'all in the next one. Bye, Bisshhh.